The Nokia Lumia 625 is the largest ever Lumia Windows Phone smartphone. This is Victor with Phone Arena with a review of the Lumia 625, a device with a large 4.7-inch display, colorful like all other Lumias, and featuring the traditionally buttery smooth Windows Phone 8. But it's a budget device, and when we speak about budget devices, there's always compromise involved. In this case, it's a low-res display. And will this fly in the ointment, spoil the otherwise very good and very well-rounded package that is the Lumia 625? Let's find out.
The Lumia 625 looks like a grown-up Lumia 620 with the same vibrant colors: lime green, orange, yellow, white and black. The plastic casing has a soft touch to it that contributes to a better in-hand feel, and the build quality overall is solid. The Lumia 625 is a fairly large device and fairly heavy too. It's not something you'd be able to easily use single-handedly. Just as any other Lumia, Nokia placed all the physical buttons on the Lumia 625 on its right side. All buttons have nice travel to them and are comfortable to press. The 4.7-inch IPS LCD display is the fly in the ointment in the otherwise very well-rounded package that is the Lumia 625. It's the largest display ever put in a Lumia phone, but it features a middling resolution of 480 by 800 pixels that makes icons and text look fuzzy. Colors on it look a bit washed out and not as vivid as we would have liked. The display also picks up a lot of reflections outdoors, and brightness just isn't sufficient, all making this one of the least usable screens we've seen for outdoor use. The Lumia 625 runs on Windows Phone 8. The platform hasn't evolved much lately, but to freshen things up, Nokia brings in its own exclusive applications to enrich the experience. There are three notable ones here: Nokia Smart Camera, Nokia Music and Here Maps. Nokia Smart Camera allows you to take multiple shots and edit them with some neat effects. Nokia Music comes with a free audio streaming option, and that's neat. And finally, Here Maps brings the unique and great free offline turn-by-turn navigation by Nokia. Windows Phone 8 allows you to change the size of live tiles and their color, but that's about as far as customization goes. It's a simplistic platform that is easy to grasp but lacks the sophistication of, say, Android. Basic functionality, however, is well covered. The phone book syncs online, and the on-screen keyboard is great for texting, accurate and snappy. This should come as no surprise, but we ought to say it. General performance is buttery smooth on the Lumia 625. Transitions and animations all work without a hitch, and the only slight niggle is that loading times for some apps seem a bit too long. The Lumia 625 features a dual-core 1.2 GHz Snapdragon S4 chip with only 512 MB of RAM and the Adreno 305 graphics chip. For gaming, the device is good but not great. Recently, some of the most popular games like Temple Run got optimized to run on devices like the Lumia 625. However, more sophisticated games like Halo Spartan Assault though simply won't run on this phone, as they require a minimum of 1 GB of RAM. The handset comes with 8 GB of internal storage, and you can expand that via microSD cards of up to 64 GB. One of the big advantages of the Lumia 625 is its support for 4G LTE connectivity, a rarity at such a low price point. Windows Phone comes with the Mobile Internet Explorer browser, a snappy solution that works without a hitch when zooming and scrolling around web pages. Microsoft's platform does not allow other browsers on the marketplace, so popular solutions like the cross-device sync in Chrome, for instance, are missing. Other connectivity options include Wi-Fi BGN and GPS, and the Lumia 625 is also one of a few Windows Phone devices to support Bluetooth 4.0. On the flip side, it lacks NFC connectivity. The handset features a 5-megapixel main autofocus camera with a single LED flash on its back, and there's a VGA camera on the front. The camera app is fairly plain. There are only a few preset scenes, and you can tweak some settings like ISO, but that's about it. The actual images are decent but not great by any means. The biggest issue with them is that they lack sharpness and detail, with obvious noise even in day shots, and color also turn out burnt and a bit on the cold side. The handset records up to 720p HD video at 30 frames per second, and the recording quality is about average, choppy when you record fast-moving objects and a bit lacking in fine detail. Now, the front VGA camera is a welcome addition to an affordable handset, and it will most certainly come to use for video conferencing. The large 4.7-inch display is good for watching videos and images. The phone supports most popular video codecs. It also comes with a built-in music and video hub. There is no baked-in YouTube player, but you can download feature-rich ones like MetroTube on the marketplace. Call quality is about average on the Lumia 625. There are no huge issues, nor does it stand out with perfect clarity. When listening to our callers in the earpiece, voices definitely sound with a dry metallic undertone, but even though unnatural, this does not elevate to a level where you'd have trouble making out what the other person is saying. On the other end of the line, callers reported hearing us clearer, with enough volume for louder conditions and no huge issues. With a 2000 mAh battery, the Lumia 625 stands way above the average longevity of a smartphone. We found ourselves charging it once every 2 days on average, but this will come down to 1 day with heavier use.
Now, there's a lot to like about the Lumia 625. It's affordable, it features a large 4.7-inch display, and it has 4G LTE connectivity, a rarity for such an affordable device. We like its colors, we like its buttery smooth performance, but there are some things that spoil the experience, and first of all, there's the low-res display that just looks out of place on today's market. The second thing is 512 megabytes of RAM. That's not enough for the latest games and would spoil the experience for gamers. Now, looking for alternatives, it's interesting that there are virtually none on the Windows Phone market. It's the only device with such a large display and affordable price. So if you really want to try out Windows Phone, that's your only option. And if you look into other platforms like Android, for instance, the Sony Xperia SP offers a very decent alternative with a better 4.6-inch 720p display and better performance throughout. And for a more detailed look, make sure to go to phonearena.com for the Lumia 625 in-depth review. This is Victor checking out. Thanks for watching.